ambassador for Explore Maple Grove and also a realtor with RE/MAX Results. And today I have the great pleasure of meeting with Brad Stanke, who is the owner of Discover Strength that has been in Maple Grove for like about 6 months now.
Yep.
So thank you for stopping your busy day to talk with me today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business, because I know that this is a different model than some of the other gyms.
Yeah, well, our business is built for people really who are busy and don't have a lot of time to go to the gym. Just have busy lifestyles, whether it's family or busy careers, things like that. So we're just built on the idea that you can get a great workout in with just training twice per week for 30 minutes at a time.
Wow, just twice per week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, then sign me up for that kind of workout instead of 5 days a week for an hour or whatever. Okay, that's a lot different. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What made you decide to open the business?
Well, there was a lot of things. I fell in love with strength training, being a client of Discover Strength. So I was a client of theirs for 6 years, and I just always knew that there was a need for Maple Grove to have one. Even as a client, I was saying, when are you guys gonna open in Maple Grove? Because I lived in Maple Grove, and it was just one of those things like, well, with everything kind of with COVID coming around and everything, like we're just like, well, it's probably a good opportunity to kind of get people back on a health kick. They're gonna be looking for something that can get them back to maybe what they felt like before.
Yeah.
And so I know this model and how well it treated me and how good I feel doing it, that I was like, well, let's see if I can just bring this to Maple Grove and be that person that does.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, that's awesome. So were you a trainer before? How did you get into this profession, other than just saying you wanted to bring one here?
Great question. So I was not a trainer before. Through Discover Strength, I actually got interested in amateur bodybuilding. So I took a pivot and went down that track, kind of learned a little bit more about that. So I got on stage, and I'll get on stage again. And that kind of just sparked my interest in just strength training in itself. But then I became a certified personal trainer, and then gave up the profession with recruitment as a career, and then ultimately turned it into a business owner.
Okay.
And a personal trainer at that. So.
Okay. Well, that's a great journey. You know, it was a passion that you followed, and it's never a straight path.
No, it is not.
So now that you're open, you know, what drives you to do what you do? What motivates you?
It comes down to just having people have the opportunity to feel how I felt over the last 6 years. This sense of like, as you start to get healthier and get stronger, and just the things that happen not only with physical strength and becoming a stronger human, but the mental break that it gives you, like the chance to get some clarity and put optimism back in your life is pretty neat. So my hope is that I can help other people at least have the opportunity to go just experience what I've had for 6 years now.
Tell me a little bit about that. That was interesting to help put optimism back in people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, when you are healthier, you feel better. Everything feels better, and it's just a thing that I've uncovered, that I'm nothing that's gonna kind of like just get in my way, or just things don't have a negative spin to it when I know that my health is in order. Like it just, the world feels good. So.
Yeah, that's true. It definitely feels better when you're healthier. I've certainly been there. So people wouldn't believe this, but I actually completed Grandma's Marathon years ago.
Oh, good for you.
That's a long ways to go, but I did it. So what's something that most people don't know about the business?
Well, don't know about the business. Well, it is, oftentimes people think of a gym and they think of like it's a 24-hour facility. You show up and you just have to do some things. This is dedicated time with a trainer. It is a scheduled appointment. It's something you commit to. You get on our calendars, and you show up, and you have one-on-one time with the trainer. It's just you and that person, and that's a big twist with it all.
Yeah, it is.
That scheduled time. So you'll never have anyone coming in here that doesn't have an appointment.
Okay.
It's not like that kind of a gym.
And that's kind of nice for people that are a little more private. Don't want to have all eyes on them, you know. Thanks for walking past the gym, all the weights, the heavy weights to get to the locker room at Lifetime Fitness in downtown Minneapolis. It used to be Northwest Rocket, whatever. And all the guys were right there, and you're walking into the locker room like, oh, you know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So this would be nice to just be in here.
It is way more private of a workout. Like even with other people on the floor and on our training floor, like you still are kind of just with your trainer.
Yeah.
And so there's no interruptions. everything's controlled by the trainer. So your experience literally is being moved from one piece of equipment to the next to get your workout in, and you're done.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's great. I love it. That's definitely a different twist from a lot of other things. I like it.
Yep.
What do people love most about the business?
They say it's my trainers, and that's what I fell in love with when I realized how amazing these people are that work for us, and just how the extra lengths we go to make sure that they're taken care of so they can continue to do this as a profession. But the trainers make this place, like, they're just good people.
Absolutely.
So they care, they love what they're doing, and they can make a career out of it.
That's awesome, and that's what brings people back. Because if they were rotten people, they wouldn't come back.
Yeah.
So no, I've met a lot of trainers that are just great. So it's awesome that you've got some of them here. Great. So you said you live in Maple Grove. What do you love about Maple Grove?
Well, I've lived in Maple Grove. I just recently moved to Rogers and built a house
Okay.
out there. But I've been following along with the growth of Maple Grove for the last 20 years.
Okay.
Just paying attention to it as I've seen it expand. I used to drive through here when I was like 16, 17 years old. And I knew when anything from the 494, 694 interchange and everything out that west direction, nothing was there. I remember not having overpasses going over the through it. I remember that part of Maple Grove. So to see it just grow and expand, I just think it's really awesome to see this community do that.
Yeah, it is great how they've built it up. My dad remembers back when they finished 494, 694.
Yep.
And people were like, what the heck are they doing? Who wants to live out there? And now look at it, we're way beyond here.
Yep.
And it's just awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time to visit with me this afternoon. It's wonderful to meet you.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining another episode of Explore Maple Grove. My name is Shari McGuire. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX Results, your real estate consultant for life. And if you have any real estate questions, feel free to give me a call. I'm always happy to help.